For many of us who purchased or built our dream homes in West Arvada, the primary attraction was the natural beauty and tranquility of the area. Now, this peaceful setting is being threatened by the proposed building of a taxpayer-funded 30-lane outdoor shooting range. If realized, it would be the largest in Metro Denver. The location? Within earshot of numerous homes, at what is currently the Pioneer Sand and Gravel Quarry off of Highway 93. As concerned residents of West Arvada, we've produced this video to highlight numerous problems with the shooting range that supporters are seemingly trying to fast-track into existence. To begin, it's important to note that although range supporters will likely attempt to frame it this way, our opposition has absolutely nothing to do with Second Amendment rights. Indeed, many of us are proud gun owners and would even make use of an outdoor shooting range if located elsewhere. Our issue is with the poor choice of location and a lack of adequate transparency and planning surrounding such an impactful business. The noise generated by the proposed range is our primary concern, as it has the potential to be nearly continuous. In May 2016, a noise study was performed, but after examination, it was flawed in many ways. First, only one shot at a time was fired, though the range will have capacity for up to 30 lanes firing simultaneously for as many as 12 hours a day. 2, the study did not account for varied weather conditions, which can have an impact on sound levels. Overcast skies can reflect sound, making them louder. 3, only limited caliber weapons were used, while the range will likely accommodate those of a larger caliber. 4, the sound levels measured were averaged over 1 second, instead of showing peak values, which are much higher. 5. Remarkably, the study's authors also neglected to set up even one single testing station in any of the nearby neighborhoods or future school sites. 6. Finally, the noise study was conducted by a firm that is recommended as a range action specialist on the National Sports Shooting Foundation's, or NSSF's, website, the trade association for America's firearm industry. This same firm may also bid to handle environmental or other aspects of building the Arvada facility. In summary, and in our opinion, these significant potential conflicts of interest and potential for bias further undermine the study's flawed findings. Despite all this, even the study's authors had to acknowledge that nearby residents may hear low-level gunfire all day, every day, because those sounds will still technically comply with the state decibel standard. There are also flaws with the original Arvada Blunn Pioneer Master Plan Report, dated September 2015. It states, quote, "An outdoor professionally managed public shooting range would be located at a minimum of 1.3 miles from the nearest subdivision," end quote. This is incorrect, as portions of the Leiden Rock subdivision and a proposed future elementary school will actually be located less than a mile from the facility. In addition, a prior Arvada public input survey incorrectly stated the range would be 1.5 miles from the nearest home. Compounding the flawed data, the planning process has also been marked by a lack of transparency, with no specific survey of impacted residents. According to the Blunn Pioneer Master Plan, 69% of commenters to an online request for input actually oppose the range. In addition, public meetings, of which there has only been one thus far, offer little opportunity for discussion or feedback and are mostly one-sided presentations. Finally, the meetings are not adequately advertised to potentially impacted neighborhoods, and no resident has received a single written notice from the City of Arvada nor Jefferson County. Other concerns focus on the environmental impact from lead-based ammunition and the lead vapor and dust it generates. Soils at shooting ranges often require millions of dollars in cleanup and remediation. Potential negative impacts include lead poisoning to wildlife, indirect exposure to lead from adjacent recreational activities, and increased levels of lead in the soil and groundwater. The City of Arvada owns water storage rights for the former Leiden mine, part of which is located beneath the proposed range property. Likewise, the proposed 3,000-acre-foot Highway 93 drinking water reservoir will be located less than 1 mile from the range. From a safety perspective, if completed, the outdoor shooting range will be located less than 1/2 mile from the nearest residence and roadway, less than 1 mile from the nearest subdivision, Leiden Rock, and within a few miles of thousands more residents, homes, and several current and future schools. In addition, current plans call for shooters to fire in a northerly direction, or towards the subdivisions. The issue of property rights and values cannot be ignored either. According to a comprehensive study conducted by Realtor.com, homes near a shooting range are worth 3.7% less than similar homes in the same county and zip code. It is unfair to ask nearby residents to accept this steep burden, particularly when the project is taxpayer funded. When researching the area before purchasing their homes, residents had no reasonable expectation whatsoever that a gun range could be built in their backyard. Finally, should this proposal go through and the range be built, there's no method provided for homeowners and residents to address future unforeseen problems. This leaves residents at substantial risk of noise pollution, safety concerns, environmental issues, property value loss, and other unknown problems. It is for these reasons that we, the concerned residents of Arvada, are asking for the current flawed proposal to be defeated. If you agree, the time to act is now. What can you do? First, please do whatever you can to attend the next and final public meeting on Tuesday, June 28th at 6 p.m. at Ralston Valley High School. Our concerns will only be taken seriously if we show up en masse and make our voices heard. Second, share this video far and wide. Talk to your friends and neighbors about this flawed plan and encourage them to get involved. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/JPSR Concerned Residents, and stay updated by joining our email list by emailing jpsrconcernedresidents@gmail.com. Complete the online survey by clicking on the link in the YouTube notes provided along with this video. Finally, we encourage you to contact the Mayor of Arvada and all 7 Arvada City Council members, as well as the Jefferson County Commissioners, before they vote on this proposal. Addresses, emails, and phone numbers are likewise provided in the YouTube notes along with this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. The future of our tranquil West Arvada way of life is truly at stake. Now we implore you, do something, say something. Get involved now before it's too late.